All right, welcome back to America's Weather Center, everybody. We've got some big NFL matchups going on this weekend, starting out there with the Chiefs playing the Eagles. It's a Super Bowl remake, right, from last year. We'll see what that does. So right now, I am pleased to introduce everybody. I've got a special guest, host of the Carton Show.
Yes.
Carton, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you, too. I just want to apologize to the Fox Weather audience. Last week on Thursday, we did this outside, and we talked about the possible weather impacting the Eagle-Cowboy game on Thursday night. And I said, looking at the map here, that if we get through the first quarter and some wins, no problem in the second half. And then lightning came into Philadelphia. And the game got shut down for over an hour. So I'm 0 for 1 with my weather predictions. I apologize to the audience.
I want to say welcome to the party, pal, being a meteorologist. It's like you're constantly looking at your forecast going, I could have just been host on national TV.
Right? Yeah.
It's all right. Everybody knew it was going to storm. It was just an hour delayed.
But you asked me, and I said we're good. I said the second half is clean as a whistle. All good.
An educated guess. We're not too worried about it, Craig. But look at this game right here. This is going to be interesting. I know. I mean, it's two teams that I know that you don't care for. Huge Jets fan right there.
Well, they're also bad football teams, but the weather, any impact? Let's see.
We got the precip impact is right there. That's pretty big. It's a scale of 0 to 10. So you got 7.9. And you know South Florida, summertime still. Yeah. It bubbles up with a thunderstorm.
Oh, it's going to rain at some point. That's what it does down there. I don't know how much of an impact on the game because you're talking about two teams that aren't very good.
That's a good point.
So it'd be nice if we could look at a bad performance and go, it wasn't my fault. It was the weather's fault.
It was the wind. It was the rain.
It's going to be a little wet, but, you know, take the under.
Well, I'm looking at this, though. It's going to be the daytime heating, Craig. That always happens. Showers, thunderstorms. You know Miami. 87 degrees. Yeah, it feels nice. But you're talking about the convective thunderstorm action, lightning. We might shut this game down again, just like what we had before.
I don't know what convective lightning means, but it sounds like it's bad.
Rising heat.
Isn't it funny, like, when lightning comes in, you as a fan, you pay a lot of money to go to games.
Yeah.
You know it's going to rain in South Florida.
Yep.
That's a given this time of year. I live down there. You know you're going to get that one storm at some point.
Right.
When lightning comes, if you're a fan, don't you go home?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Because in Philadelphia, nobody went home.
They're all watching it come in.
Like, he has a good chance we're going to get hit, Billy. Yeah, no, let's just stay outside. Like,
I mean, if you get struck by lightning in the stadium and it's just you that gets hit,
that's on you.
That's fate.
That's God telling you.
What are you going to do? You can't do anything with that.
I'm with you on that.
So there's a moderate chance right there. Let's get to your team right here. Now, listen, they played pretty well.
They did.
Jets. Listen, they didn't get stomped last week by any stretch.
Well, it looks like the final score.
Exactly.
Right there.
We get the low road, right? And the only thing that we're going to be affected is the possibility of a little bit of rain and wind, but the rain is going to be sticking around out of here. Wind might be a factor. Low all the way across the board. But look at these temperatures. You're talking mid-September. These are nice.
No, look, the temperature's going to be nice. This is a great day to tailgate early in the season. You haven't been eliminated from the playoffs just yet.
No, it's only week 2.
Right. Jets did score 40 points in week 1 against the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers.
Were you pleased with that game last week?
No, they lost.
I know. There's no such thing as a moral victory.
Like, you only get 17 of them. Now, I'm happy that Justin Fields, the quarterback, played better. But the outcome was what I expected it to be, and that is the Jets finding a way to lose, which is probably going to happen. I think it's a close game, closer than what a lot of people think. But I do anticipate the Bills winning.
Okay. And I mean, I'm with you. The AFC team, I like the Jets. I pull for them. I mean, why not, right? But
it's like pulling for your friend's troubled son.
That's the only team I've never seen win in my lifetime is the Jets.
Thank you.
It's all good. Hey, listen. By the way, we talked about it last time. The Colts have more AFC championship divisional wins than the Jets. And
why do I come back here?
They've been out of the league for 23 years. Let's get to this game right here. Here's the rematch we were watching before. The Heat is going to be a major impact, at least in the stands. But on the field, I think they can deal with it.
Yeah, again, we overstate sometimes weather impacting the outcome of a game. And there's pickle juice on the sideline, and there's Gatorade and all the things they need. Plus, they're highly paid professional athletes. If a 90-degree cloudy day has an impact on your performance, maybe find a new job. I know garbage guys in New York City that pick up garbage when it's 90 degrees, and they're earning a living. So let's relax with 90 degrees hurting us.
You're not a soccer player. You're a football player. Right?
Go act like it.
91 degrees. Like
and no joke, they drink pickle juice on the sidelines of these games.
And they got the nice fans blowing the moisture out, the humidity percent. That's where we're going with a low right here. Jacksonville against Cincinnati Bengals. Now, this one is going to be in Cincinnati one more time. Little impact, but what are your thoughts on this game right there? It's going to be warm for sure.
Yeah, look, again, the weather looks like won't have an impact on the outcome of the game, but the Bengals' lack of talent might, especially on that offensive line. Like, they should have lost to the Cleveland Browns in Week 1. Browns missed a field goal late to win the game.
Yep.
Can't figure out what the Bengals are right now, other than we know Joe Burrow's a star.
That's it.
But good to know that after we see like a 10-9 game, that we can't say it was the weather's fault.
I mean, do we have to sit through another 10-9 game with these guys? Probably
somewhere.
do. All right, speaking of that, how about this one? This one's going to be brutal. I mean, just...
Yeah, the Baltimore Ravens are going to win by 40.
Oh, my gosh. It's going to be tough. I mean, I'm surprised they're even showing this to you. I just want your thoughts on what it's going to look like end of this game right here.
This is the type of matchup right now where Browns fans wish that this screen looked a lot different. We want a Rowie. What's the maximum Rowie? 10?
10.
Yeah. Like if you're a Cleveland Browns fan, you're like, damn it, I wanted a 10.
I want this thing to just get scrubbed.
Can we postpone it? Can we delay it? An interesting thing out in Cleveland, you know, there's all that talk about Deion Sanders' kid, Shadur Sanders.
Yeah, right.
Should he get a chance? Will he be their quarterback?
Yeah.
They just brought in New England's former backup quarterback, Bailey Zappi.
So they got 5 quarterbacks?
They have 4 quarterbacks, but Shadur now doesn't get to touch the ball at all in practice. He's a spectator. So that went well.
Oh, my gosh. What was it? 6th-round pick, too. Right?
5th-round pick, yeah.
Went all the way down. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
There you go. You're right. This one, luckily, this is not on Fox. Anyway, look at this one right there. We got the Titans against the Rams. This will be a fun game, right? The Titans are going to do a little
it will
something.
not be a fun game because the Tennessee Titans are probably the worst assembling of talent, if that's what you want to call it, in the NFL today. Whatever team you root for that you think isn't very good, trust me on this one, the Titans are worse.
I was going to say, but it's a home field advantage for them.
No, it is not. Matter of fact, I don't think there's going to be any Titan fans in the building for this game. And I feel bad for Cam Ward, their rookie quarterback out of Miami. I think he's going to be really good.
Yeah.
But just to show you how bad they are, their coach, Coach Callahan, whose father was a 40-year lifer, Bill Callahan, offensive line coach, who's on the coaching staff, he didn't know the rule that when your elbow comes down in the field of play, it counts as 2 feet. And he's like, he actually had a press conference and said,
Madden taught us that.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. So you have a coach that actually doesn't know the rules, and you have basically high school talent. That's going to be a long day for Tennessee, boy.
Not going to go over that one.
That better not be on Fox either.
You know, it's a good question. I don't know who airs this one, but whoever it is, no one's going to watch it.
That's one of those games where the networks go, you take it, I don't want it. You take it, I don't want it.
Hot potato, baby. Hot potato.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So, hey, listen, coming up, Craig, we've got the college one going on, too. So we got a couple good
We didn't even get into the Eagles and Chiefs, did we? Did we do that one?
I think we did. We got the Steelers, Seahawks. Didn't we do the...
I don't think we did the Eagles.
Who do you like, Eagles, Chiefs? Real quick?
I think the Eagles blow them out. And I think you're going to have major panic setting into the city of Kansas City. And not just because they live in Missouri, which is reason to panic enough, but because they're not as good as Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, is anybody as good as Philadelphia? Packers.
Packers look badass right now.
I mean,
last night again, very good.
They look. I mean, you destroyed the freaking Lions.
Yeah, and don't sleep on Jordan Love, who I was not a big fan of, being in the running for MVP this year.
He's been lighting it up. There you go. It's going to be hot. We know
There we go.
Yeah, we're talking about the heat. And that's when you were complaining. It was like, if the heat's going to bother you, then you shouldn't be playing.
And it usually bothers, I hate to say it, so I don't be disrespectful, but the fatter you are, the more the heat bothers you.
I agree.
So watch for offensive linemen on the sideline with the oxygen mask on, doubled over, butt crack Jones hanging out. Watch for that. That'll be a key part of this game.
Oh, my gosh. So, yeah, hydrate, everybody. Make sure you hydrate.
Or stop eating so much.
Enough with the sandwiches at halftime. Anyway,
it is Kansas City. The barbecue is pretty special.
That's good. Good to see you, buddy.
You too, you too.
Coming up in another little bit, we've got his take on college football as well.
Why not?
So we've got that coming up as well. So that's good stuff. We got more coming out across the Atlantic. Craig, we'll talk to you in another hour. So what time is it? Less than an hour. We're talking about half an hour from now.
Great.
But coming up, we've got the heat. We're talking about that. Where does it go? It's going to be sticking around the plain states. Plus, the Atlantic is open. The Pacific is open. Severe thunderstorms, the whole schmear. We got it for you guys coming up. But to play us out, we got depressing music picked by Zach, our AP.
What?
Yeah.
Every little thing that you say